What's up, Pathways Church? Welcome to today's Daily Dose. This week, we're talking about the body of Christ. We're looking at 1 Corinthians 12. Now, it's important to know some backstory to the church that this book was written for. This church in Corinth was pretty messed up. They had a lot of frustrating problems, and Paul, the person who wrote this letter to them, is trying to help them navigate a lot of issues. There was a lot of fighting between each other, and he's been trying to build some unity and togetherness. And this is what he says starting at verse 15. Now, if the foot should say, because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body, it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. And if the ear should say, because I'm not an eye, I don't belong to the body, it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. If the whole body were an eye, where would the sense of hearing be? If the whole body were an ear, where would the sense of smell be? But in fact, God has placed the parts in the body, every one of them, just as He wanted them to be. If they were all one part, there would be no body. Where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, but one body. There are so many parts to the body of Christ. Here's a good lesson to take to your job, your family, your friend groups. Unity is not uniformity. We're all allowed to look different, talk different, operate different from each other. As a matter of fact, it would be pretty boring if we didn't. But one step further, unity requires diversity. We aren't just allowed to be different, we have to be different. Imagine if I give you 500 tires and I asked you to build a car. You might have enough material in weight, but the end result is just gonna be a pile of tires. But if I give you just a few tires and some steel and some gears and levers and all the different parts that it requires, you can build a car. It's complicated. You got to learn how it all fits together. You got to work hard for a long time to make it run. But in the end, you have something valuable because unity requires diversity. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. I'll see you guys again tomorrow.